Good 7-0 win tonight against Rockford. Coming off a pretty emotional win on Saturday night in double overtime. I thought the guys really came out with the focus. We asked them to be disciplined. We asked them to focus on some of the small parts of the process, like the tempo and playing in their end and putting shots on goal. We didn't reach our goals in that regard, but I think it set the tone for what we wanted to do tonight. And while we didn't necessarily put as many shots on frame in the first half as we wanted to, I thought we really did get out to a start against them where they had to defend a lot, they had to chase a lot, and I think that showed in the second half where it wore them down a little bit.
And you control time of possession against Edgewood, where it was almost like that goal was almost inevitable, and you carried it over to tonight. Again, you dominated time of possession.
Yeah, we're in a really good place right now. I think the team chemistry is something that we don't even have to talk about anymore. It's just contagious. That's a testament to the guys really buying into what we're all about. And I think the guys are starting to figure out the moments when it's time to possess and when it's time to go forward. So we were happy with Edgewood minus the goal that we gave up early on, but tonight I think it was pretty methodical. We got a little sloppy there at moments in the second half, but that will happen over a 90-minute game. And for the most part, again, I think they had 3 shots. That's a good night for any team.
Chris, that's got to be, you've done a great job here the last week or so, making sure teams don't even get over midfield, basically.
I mean, yeah, our defense is playing a lot better now. We're trying to keep that 0 in the bag, give up a crappy goal. This is Edgewood, but every 0 that's what we want in the bag. And chemistry's getting better, starting to talk more, and that's what we still need. But at the end of the day, we got a 0 today, and we're going to keep going through every game and getting a 0.
Not only did the team score 7 goals, but 7 different players as well. How cool is that to see everyone pretty much contribute?
Yeah, we're a little dinged up right now. We have a few guys out of the lineup, so some other guys got some opportunities. Caesar got a start. It's his first start of his college career. He got his first goal of his college career. I believe it was the second goal of the evening. It is neat to see that because it tells us that we have some guys who can make some plays. And we're very confident in our bench. I think it's just a matter of seeing who fits well in what combinations, but also guys who are really in training starting to pick it up now that we're a month and a half in. Rewarding those guys. Caesar's one of them. He's been awesome in training. With some guys banged up, Joel getting on the field, Anthony continuing to get on the field. It's great to see those guys play meaningful minutes, and for Joel and Caesar to score, that's really a positive step for us because all 3 of those guys are freshmen. So we know that it's not just this year; it's pushing forward into the future.
I was just going to mention that all the freshmen that have really contributed. It was good to see Lukic get a goal because he's been really good in defense.
Yeah, we do a team award every time we get a victory in the locker room. We present we have a construction helmet from when they built the Rice Center that we present to one of our players, and it's not always about who scored the most goals or who made the most plays, but who gave that little extra workman-like blue-collar effort. And tonight it was Eric. I think the goal set him apart. No doubt that Chris, Hugo, Eric, and Hector, and even when Ramon was healthy, Tony was healthy, those guys, they know how to put in the work in the back. So we're very proud of our defense right now. We want them to keep playing as well as they are. The biggest adjustment you've seen them make is they're keeping the ball so much better, and that makes them defend a lot less. So you talked about not getting over half field. Well, the more their possession rate goes up, the less they have to defend, and I think a really good job on their part in training, and it's paying off in the games.
Chris, have you felt that coming together?
Yeah, well, I mean, chemistry is there. We still have to fix small mistakes, but it's getting better. The midfielders are checking to us now. If you have players that you can pass the ball, it's a lot easier for us. So now that they're moving and stuff like that, the chemistry's up there. It's an easy job for us, and as long as we keep defending as we are, we're not going to give up a lot of goals.
You accomplished what you wanted to. You got to play a bunch of people too.
Yeah, like I said, the training environment I think is a very positive one, and any team is going to deal with injuries, which we have, but these guys put in the work every day. They show up to team meetings, they show up to film, they become students of the game. They're balancing everything, they're time managing, and what they put in training, it's great to give them an opportunity to play again, like I said, in a varsity match, some meaningful minutes.
And Nick has got another goal. His goals to minutes played is pretty good.
Yeah, I told him that he's the captain of the last-minute goals. But Josh suffered a pretty bad ankle injury heading into conference play, and we finally got him back. He's still a long ways away from being 100%, but Josh definitely knows how to play. I think right now it's making sure his body can hold up and getting him back to match fitness.
So what's next?
Concordia, Wisconsin on Saturday. It will be a really tough match. They're a very quality side. They've traditionally been the second best team in conference over the last 5-6 years. You know, I think there's some other teams in the mix now, but last year, a very tight game. 1-0 up until maybe the 79th minute. We got an unfortunate penalty called against us, and I think, you know, that was a game where maybe we look back on it and say, even though we lost 2-0, a lot closer than that. They've lost some guys, graduated some very good players, some captains. Their goalie was big time for them, so I think they've got some positive results under their belt. They tied North Park 0-0. They lost to Dominican 2-1. They played a very good Elmhurst team this weekend. They're going to be battle tested. It's their home field. You know, we got to go up and put in the work in the back, make sure we give ourselves a chance. And I think our guys, especially a couple guys that maybe we have coming back now with some fresh legs, can go out there and make some plays.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.